So I'm going to cast Footsteps of the Goryo, targeting Kokusho, which will bring Kokusho back to the battlefield. So then when I go to my end step, the trigger that would kill Kokusho, I'm going to cast Undying Malice. So Kokusho will die and trigger a second time, but then will return to the battlefield tapped.
Wow. Hello there, I'm Carlos, and this is Kingdoms, where all your nerdy dreams come true. In today's episode of Kingdoms and Friends, we have Beth, or Queen of Cardboard, and Dan from Commander Sphere. If you're enjoying this series, let us know who you'd like to see on the next episode. It can be small creators, larger creators. We'd love to reach out to them, play some fun games, and bring that to all of you. While you're there, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell. It really does help, and we'd love for you to see our shows in the future. If you'd like to make sure we can keep bringing you our awesome content, consider joining the Kingdom at patreon.com/KingdomsTV. You'll get access to our private Discord. We have a Looking for Games channel, deck help, an EDH budget league starting very soon, game days, live events, extra giveaways, and much more. On top of all that, you are supporting us, so go check it out. Our first guest today is Dan Sheehan. Dan is an author, comedy writer, and co-host of the Commander Sphere podcast with Rachel Weeks. The Commander Sphere is a comedy podcast about EDH, magic, and life. It's really funny. It's super enjoyable. You should definitely check it out. And you can find the Commander Sphere podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, and Dan at It's Dan Sheehan on Twitter. Our second guest is Beth, or Queen of Cardboard. Beth is an MTG Twitch streamer, leader of the community of Card, and a veteran. She has an awesome EDH show on Twitch that you can find games being streamed with her friends weekly, and has started an awesome community to provide a safe space for those who need it. You can find her on Twitch at Queen of Cardboard and on Twitter at Queen O Cardboard. For our game today, Bryce is playing Prosper Tomebound with a starting hand of 3 Swamps, 2 Mountains, Tainted Peak, and Sudden Spoiling. I am next playing Veyran, Voice of Duality, with a starting hand of Shivan Reef, Temple of Epiphany, Serum Visions, Krark the Thumbless, Sky Diamond, and Niv Mizzet Peyrun. Dan is playing Kokusho the Evening Star with a starting hand of 2 Swamps, Malakir Rebirth, Sacrifice, Wayfarer's Bauble, Knight's Whisper, and Phyrexian Arena. Last but not least, we have Beth playing Liesa, Shroud of Dusk, with a starting hand of 2 Swamps, Command Tower, Power Depot, Underworld Dreams, Vito Thorn of the Dusk Rose, and Stormherd.
Untap, upkeep, draw, and I will play Tainted Peak and pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Play a Temple of Epiphany. Scry. Get rid of that non-land card and pass the turn.
I will draw for turn, play a Swamp and a Wayfarer's Bauble, and pass.
I will draw. I will play Command Tower as my land for turn, and I will then pass.
Tap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Swamp and pass turn.
Alright, so I'm going to play a Shivan Reef as my land for turn. So I am going to try and mess around a little with my deck. They Serum Visions, draw a card, and then Scry 2. Wow, I'll put those both on the bottom. Still okay. We're going to draw land next turn, and I'll pass turn.
Untap and draw. Gonna throw down a Swamp. Pass the turn.
I'll draw. Throw down Obscura Storefront. Automatically gets sacrificed, and I'm going to go look for a Swamp. Gain a life and pass a turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play another Swamp and pass turn.
Come on, baby. Here we go. Didn't get the land. I'll play a Sky Diamond and pass turn.
All right, on your end step, I'm going to crack the bauble. Convenient. There's a basic on the bottom. I'm going to tap 3 for Phyrexian Arena, and then I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap. I'm going to play a Swamp as my land for turn, and I'm going to tap 3 and play Underworld Dreams.
Oh, wow.
And so it begins. Pass turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw, take a lot of damage. And then I will play another Swamp. Then I will tap everything for Prosper. Go to my end step. This will be Prosper Exile. Exile Felwar Stone. I could have used that earlier, but pass turn.
Alrighty. Whew. There we go. Let's do Gutter Snipe.
Did you take a damage when you drew a card?
Did not. Thank you for that reminder.
Thank you.
That is my turn.
All right. So on my upkeep, I'll draw a card, lose 1 life from the arena, take a damage from Underworld Dreams. Then I'm going to preemptively take 1 for my draw step draw as well.
Now I feel bad.
Turn.
Oh, this is going to be a really interesting game.
I just noted, yeah, that's a lightning bolt every turn for him.
I'm going to play Dark Ritual, tap 3, and drop in Kokusho.
Yeah, he's going to get his life back, though, so he's all right.
Yeah, this deck is all about not being too afraid of life costs. We're going to get it all back. And so after Kokusho is in play, I will pass the turn.
Untap, draw, play another swamp as my land for turn, and tap 3 to play Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. And then I'll pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I'm sorry.
No, it's great. It's just a different
That's what-
type of game, yeah.
That's what Orzhov does.
Yeah.
Play a mountain, tap 2 for Felwar Stone, and create, I think, what is the best treasure out there. Me!
That is we each we made tokens of each of us, and Bryce is our treasure token.
Aww.
I always wanted to be worth something, so at least I'm worth something there.
There you go.
Tap these 3 and play Light Up the Stage, so I'm going to exile 2, and I can play those until the end of my next turn. And then I will go to End Step and exile for Prosper. Pass turn.
Righty. Yeah, I'm going to play a Diviner's Wand. When a wizard comes into play, I can attach it to the wizard for free, and then that wizard has the ability for me to pay 4 mana to draw a card. I need to take a damage. It gives it flying, and +1/+1 for each card I've drawn this turn. So that is my turn. I'll pass.
All right.
Did you take
I'm
a
just
damage for drawing, Carlos?
I did, yeah.
I'm going to just resolve this like a lightning bolt unless anyone has
thought I
a
did.
response to any of the individual damage, but I essentially end up drawing 2, taking 3.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Cool with you just hurting yourself.
Yeah, right? You know, it's fun.
Says the bully, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Go to combat. Beth, I will swing at you with Kokusho in the air.
Acceptable. 5.
Yeah, after that, I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. And I'll give Veto lifelink, and I'll swing in at Dan.
Makes sense. It is proper revenge. I will take 1.
Yep. And then I'll gain 1, and everybody will lose 1 more.
I think Veto is just target opponent.
Is it target? You can take 2
Yeah,
since you hit me for 5.
that's fair. The tab's not balanced yet.
Yeah. And then now I'll pass my turn and regret all my life decisions. Please.
I've missed 2 land
Okay.
drops, so...
Draw,
Yeah.
didn't think
Mountain
about it,
from- exile, get another treasure. Tap these 3 to play Academy Manufacturer. I played that wrong. Get another treasure. So he wasn't in play, so I'm just getting that right now. But
Yeah.
subsequent future ones, we'll be getting other stuff. That's why I should have played him first and then the land and got more
Sure.
junk. Tap 1, 2, play Rakdos. I'm going to have to just put a dice on there. So 4 treasure, and then I get... What does the food even say? I don't even remember.
Pay 2, sacrifice it, pay 2, tap it, sacrifice it, gain 3 life.
Okay, that's the gain 3 life one.
Mm-hmm.
Colorless, make hybrid, tap this for black, so there's 3 mana. And I'll use 3 of the treasures, so I'm down to 1. And play Marionette Masters. She'll come in with 3 1/1 counters on her. Prosper is going to go at Beth for 1.
The one.
Oh, and I forgot to take 1 at the beginning end step because that's been out there for 3 of my turns. And then I will go to my end step and exile the top card. Prosper. Pass turn.
Draw, take a damage. I drew a Soul Ring, so it gives me a little bit, but still only on 3.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah. Play a Krark the Thumbless.
That's a play.
Krark comes in, Diviner's Wand will attach to it. That'll be all.
On your end step, I'm going to cast Plumb the Forbidden, and I'm going to sacrifice Kokusho. First thing that'll happen is Kokusho will go to my graveyard, so everyone will lose 5 life, and I will gain 15.
I don't like it when somebody does this better than I'm doing it. I'm going to be honest.
After that, Plumb the Forbidden will go off twice. I will draw 2 cards and lose 4 life. So then I go to my upkeep and I get my bolt. I draw my 2 and take 3 more. Play
I love how he's still at 40, and I know he's taken the most hits off of this card than anybody else at the table.
So I'm going to cast Footsteps of the Goryo, targeting Kokusho, which will bring Kokusho back to the battlefield. So then when I go to my end step, the trigger that would kill Kokusho, I'm going to cast Undying Malice. The Kokusho will die and trigger a second time, but then will return to the battlefield tapped.
Wow.
And that is the end of my turn. So everybody loses another 5, and then I gain up to 55 here.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Everything is fine. Well, I'm going to give Vito lifelink and not put out Liesa. 1 turn is what you get. Hit Dan in the face.
Yeah.
2.
I'm gonna gain a life, and you're gonna take another one.
So, untap,
But I passed. Yeah.
upkeep, draw. Yep, these 2 to play Thought Vessel. This ticks up, ticks up, ticks up. Well, I'm gonna tap the Felwar Stone and the Rakdos Signet to sacrifice a clue. You guys, it will trigger Marionette Master. So you guys lose 4 and I'll draw a card.
I don't know how this was helping me, but you do take a damage for drawing a card.
It's target opponent.
That one's target. Yep, target opponent. So you guys don't do it. Just Dan.
And you
That's
lose a
bad.
life,
Aha!
Bryce. You lose life, Bryce.
Yeah, I just did. And then I used 2 life this turn, so I'm down to 25 for drawing cards. So it's target, so that's even nicer. So Dan, you're going to take another 12. I'm going to sacrifice the 2 treasure and another clue to draw a card, and I'll lose a life.
That's a big chunk.
That is a big chunk. That was unexpected.
I mean, that's the thing about this deck is if it gets off the ground, you are the archenemy until the moment you've been killed. So it has its downsides.
Play a Soul Ring. All these are going to come at you, Dan, so that's just a total of 6.
Cool. I go down to 31.
Welcome to the rest of the board state.
All right. I think we all can agree that I've learned my lesson and will live a peaceful life from here on out. A life of peace.
My end step and exile a top for Prosper. Bajuka Bog. And then I will pass turn.
All right, end of turn. I'm going to cast Rapid Hybridization. A couple things will happen. I'll make the target... I'm going to target Vito. So the target goes on the stack. 2 triggers, a Gutter Snipe trigger and a Quark trigger. I will have the Gutter Snipe trigger resolve first. So you'll each take 2 damage. And then I will roll for Quark. And we'll always do evens as win, or evens as copy, and odds as return to my hand. And that
Odds
is
are
a
owie.
copy. So I'll get another target, and you'll take another 2 damage. You get a 3/3 green frog lizard, Beth. I have to kill something of Bryce's. All right, Bryce, I'll let you pick your poison. Do you want your manufacturer to die or your marionette to die?
Academy Manufacturer can go.
Okay, shoot that. So you each took 4 damage, and 2 lizards were created. I'll then go to my turn. So I'll draw. I'll play and land. Nice. I take a damage. Quark gets +1/+1 because I drew a card. And a 2 blue or a Void Mage Prodigy. This is a 2 blue for a 2/1 wizard. It says pay 2 blue, sack a wizard, counter target spell. And Dan, I'm just going to send a 2/2 Gutter Snipe at you.
Cool. I take 2. I'm at 29.
And I'll pass turn.
I take my bolt, draw my card, drop down a land for turn. All right, I'm going to attempt to cast Sacrifice, targeting Kokusho.
What does that do?
If it resolves, Kokusho will be sacrificed, and I will add 6 to my mana pool.
You're in a response. Play Setting Spoiling on your Kokusho.
And I don't believe there's anything I can do about that. So it'll still have the same mana cost, right?
I think so,
Yep.
yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you guys will not get hit by this death trigger. Kokusho will still die.
I saved us 1 hit.
6 floating.
And yourself.
Us. It's a team game.
Is it?
I will use 2 of my floating 6 to cast Persist, targeting Kokusho.
So what does Persist do?
It just brings him back to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter.
I'm going to tap Mountain, and Soul Ring. Play Dual Caster Mage having 1 floating. to target persist, targeting my Academy manufacturer.
Nice. Very fun.
Yeah, I don't want you guys both to get those back, so I do think I will sacrifice Bark to counter persist with the dual caster on the stack.
Cool.
So now dual caster comes into play, and there's no persist.
Now Kokusho's in the graveyard. So I need to think fast. I'll use 2. I have 4 left floating. I'll cast Night's Whisper to draw 2 and lose 2, so I will lose 4. I will use the last 2 that I have floating to play a Leaden Mirror, and then I'm going to tap 4 to Blood for Bones. As an additional cost to cast, I sack a creature, so I'll sack the Leaden Mirror, and then I get to take a creature from my graveyard back to the battlefield, and another one from my graveyard back to my hand. So I'm going to bounce the mirror to my hand and take Kokusho back to the battlefield.
I don't have a biscuit.
I love these cards. They're so fun. Yeah, I know.
I get to use so many weird old
Yeah.
black cards. It's so fun. After that, I will pass my turn.
All right. I'll draw. Okay, I'm going to play a Power Depot as my land for turn, and then I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to play Liesa, but not the Liesa you think I'm going to play.
Oh.
I'm going to play the other Liesa.
Oh, dang. That hurts a Kokusho. Oh, no, the second
If it
ability.
would die,
Yeah.
it exiles instead.
Dang.
Yeah,
Oh,
that does stuff.
I'm going to tap 1 and play Reanimate, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on my own card. I'm going to do it on Veto, and I'm going to lose life equal to his mana value, which is 3. I'll pass my turn. No more Kokusho for you, Dan.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way around that.
Draw.
More like Kokush, no.
Yeah.
I will play Bajukabog, and that will get rid of Dan's
Comes in
graveyard.
tapped.
And then I get that awesome treasure. Tap Soul Ring, sacrifice of food,
There you go.
and I'm going to gain 3 life.
Make somebody lose 4.
Dan.
All right.
And then I'm going to tap these 2 right here to sacrifice the other food, to gain 3 life, and gain a little bit more, and do 4 more to Dan. I'll go to combat, send my lizard and my dual caster mage at Dan.
How big are they?
2/2 and a 3/3.
I'll take 5.
Pass turn and exile the top. Oh, Bergie. This is going to be fun.
I'll draw for turn and take a damage.
Did you get a land?
No.
Oh no, Carlos.
It's alright. I'm going to play an Opt, and I will scry 1 and then draw a card. I'll take a damage, and you each take 2 damage. We've got our snipe. And then I will cast a very lackluster Mind's Desire, with Storm count being 1.
Nice.
So I will be able to Mind's Desire 2 times. I will shuffle. You'll end up taking 2 damage from Gutter Snipe from the cast, and you don't take any damage from the copies.
Oh, you shuffle your library after each time?
Technically,
Do the
but
top.
usually you can just flip the top 2 because it works out the same. But yeah, Arcane Signets till the end of turn. So I won't cast it yet, just in case. And the second one is a land. Yep, I knew it was going to be like that.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I almost did it on purpose because even this situation was better for me. So, but yeah, I'll play on my mountain as land for turn. You guys only take 2 from that one Mind's Desire because it's instant or sorcery. And I will cast Arcane Signet. And so everyone should have taken just 4 damage that turn. Can't do anything to Bryce currently. So I'll pass the turn.
I take my bolts, I draw my 2, and see if we have any chance here. Land for turn. I'm going to go to combat and swing Kokusho at Bryce.
How much is that flying?
5.
5? I
That's-
deserve it.
That's probably why too. An extra 5 damage to Bryce, you know?
And then my second main, I'm going to tap out to Exsanguinate for 6.
Yeah, no response from me.
So yeah, I go up to 20, and everybody loses 6. And then that's all I got. I'll pass the turn.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw, tapping everything. And I'm going to play Resolute Archangel.
Nice.
That'll do it.
Rule 118.5. If an effect sets a player's life total to a specific number, the player gains or loses the necessary amount of life to end up with the new total. I think it'll recognize as life gain, and then with veto, whenever you gain life. Yeah, so you'll gain, what were you at, 10?
I was at 10.
So,
So I went to
someone
the
one
game
target
30.
loses 30. Yep.
So
Okay.
I am going to deal the 30 damage to Bryce. I'm really sorry. And then I am going to go to combat.
Wait, in response to her doing that, just because I want to get some damage out there to help you guys out, I'm going to sacrifice this. So that'll trigger this and tap her red. That's going to be for black.
Well,
And
your
play
marionette
Rakdos
triggers.
Charm.
Your marionette triggers.
Marionette triggers, that's what I'm saying. To play Rakdos Charm, and I'm going to have each creature deal 1 damage to its controller.
That's in response to the cast.
And then the marionette trigger
Before
for the
that.
4 from that, the treasure, is going to go at Beth.
Okay, so that is 3 plus 4, 7.
So you have 4 creatures, right? So you'll lose 8 total. So the
He could
trigger's on the
cast-
stack.
Okay.
The veto.
Got it.
The veto trigger's on the stack, and
All right.
then I take 2, and then you're attacking
All right.
me with your
With
4, 4, 3, 3.
7. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take it down to 9.
All right, I'll gain 4 and you'll lose 4.
Alrighty,
And I'll pass my turn.
I'm dead.
I'll draw a card.
Take one.
Of course, it's a land. Of course, it's a land. I'll play Nimizit. 6 of different colors: blue, red, and this Diviner's Wand will come attached to Nimizit. I think we'll leave it there.
All right. I untap. I take my 3. I draw my cards. Read the bones. I'm sensing this might be my last turn, so I'm going to try to see if I can do anything to save myself here. So I scry 2, draw 2, and then lose 2.
Before that happens, Nimizit will trigger. I will draw a card, lose a life, and deal 1 damage to Liesa.
Okay.
Ooh.
So if you can cast 3 more instants or sorceries, I'll kill Liesa for you.
That's fun.
I'll die at that last one, but
I'm going to bottom these 2, so it's not a great start. I draw my 2, I lose my 2, and I lose 2 more for Underworld Dreams. I'm going to toss down a Soul Ring, and then we'll tap 4 for an Erebos, God of the Dead.
ooh, no lifelink. There you go.
Yeah, so it saves me from a potential veto loss there. And then I will pass the turn.
Interesting. Untap. Upkeep and draw. Hostile. Let's just see if we can play Liesa from the command zone for the first time.
Oh, double the aces.
It definitely will kill me. So, in response, with it on the stack, cast Snap, targeting the original Liesa, and then that triggers Nimizit and Gutter Snipe. And then now you can respond.
So I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to be grumpy and let Liesa go to my
So
hand.
Before that, each of you take 2, and I draw a card and take 1. And then Snap will resolve. I'll untap 2 lands, and then I will sacrifice Void Mage Prodigy to counter the other one.
Okay. All right.
I will draw a card. Niv Mizzet will get +1/+1. Hall of Oracles will be my land. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm going to king make no matter what choice I make, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to play a Malevolent Hermit. It's a 2/1. I can sack it for a blue to counter a non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3, and I'll cast my commander. Because there we go. We did some things or whatever. I actually do feel a lot better. Even though I'm dying, I did a few things here at the end. So, and that is my turn.
All right, moment of truth here. I'm going to tap 4 for an Aetherflux Reservoir.
Oh, just rubbing it in. Wow.
I mean, at 7, it's not not quite so spooky. It's mostly a little life
Oh,
gain.
yeah. The life gain is one. So, yeah.
I'm going to drop down that Leaden Mirror. I'm going to cast a Skyclave Relic, not kicked, so I gain 2 from that.
Why 2?
Because I gain 1 for each spell I've cast this turn, and it's my second. So I gain a total of 3 for the turn.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah,
I'll pass the turn. 'Cause
Untap.
I'm at 10.
Upkeep and draw. I should put Liesa back out, but
Yes. Let the ace back out. What are you doing?
These are the types of plays we're excited to see.
Blessed Sanctuary prevents all non-combat damage that would be dealt to me and creatures I control. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under my control, I create a 2/2 white unicorn token.
Interesting.
I'm
Who
proud
wants
of
to make
myself.
Unicorns.
Make
I
unicorns. I do.
I will
The
counter
meme.
it. Counter it unless you pay
because
3.
unicorns.
Wait, you're gonna counter my
No,
unicorns?
you can pay 3. Counter it unless you pay 3.
Pay 3.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna pass my turn.
End of turn, I'm gonna draw a card of Diviner's Wand and die.
R.I.P. All right. Oof, let's see if we can do this. All right, I take my 3
Go back
and then
to
draw
7.
my cards. I'm gonna tap 1 for Phyrexian Reclamation. Not relevant right now. It would literally kill me, and my graveyard's basically empty. But I will gain a life, and then I will go to combat. And Beth, I will swing at you with Kokusho in the air.
Okay. I'll take 5.
Cool. So you are at 10 commander for the whole game. And then before damage, I'm going to tap 2 to return to action Kokusho, giving it +1/+0 and lifelink. So you'll actually take 1 more, and then I will gain 6. And then I actually gain 2 more because it's my second spell. Kokusho does not die, but
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, how does he die?
it's just for the lifelink. And then,
And then
yeah, I'm gonna pass the turn after that.
and draw. I'm gonna play Path of Ancestry tapped. And then we're gonna go ahead and tap 5 and pay 2 life to play Liesa, the commander.
All right. Spells cost life now.
Yes, they do. And then, all right, we're gonna swing 4 at you in the air.
I take 4 in the air.
Pass my turn.
All right. Drawing land certainly doesn't help. Boy, this feels bad. I'm going to pass the turn, I guess. Oof.
Okay. All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play this Snowfield Sinkhole in tapped. 4 and 5. And play Liesa the second. I will take 2.
There she is.
So the second is back. Is there anything I can do?
Pass
I
turn.
don't.
Yeah, I will
Oh.
take my 3.
Oh, and I get a unicorn for that.
You cast
Or-
a non-token creature.
Yeah. I don't have a choice, so I'll draw my unicorn while you do things.
4, 5. I'm going to cast a Living Death. This is risky because I'm not going to get my Kokusho trigger, but
Are you gonna take 2?
I will. I don't think there's any way around that, right? Or I gain 1, so I just take 1.
Okay. So exiles all creature cards from their graveyard, then sacrifices all creatures they control, then puts all cards they exile this way onto the battlefield. Okay.
You can get a mana from the mirror. If it matters.
Yeah, I'll float the black.
I don't have anything in my graveyard.
I don't think either of you do.
So
No,
I
this is
will-
just
Board
Clear the
wipe.
board. It's a board wipe.
it's a board wipe.
Whenever a non-token creature you control dies,
Return that card
to its
to-
owner's hand.
There's owners.
Oh, I forgot about the first half of Liesa.
Yeah.
Then I might just
Yeah,
they don't have
sure.
a dice trigger because they'd be exiled.
No,
Uh,
I sacrificed
If a
them.
creature an opponent controls would.
Oh, it's only
Yours
opponents with
actually-
that. Oh, so I guess they'll all still
Yeah.
get bounced to your hand, but
Yeah.
you'll lose the tokens. Yeah,
Yeah,
hand still buys me time.
I just drew this unicorn.
That's why there's none left. They're very
All right.
effort intensive.
Okay.
So Kokusho returns to the zone.
I think it only costs 8 though, right?
Yeah, it only costs 8 because this is only the second time I've cast him from the zone. So I have 1 floating from the mirror, 8. So Kokusho comes in. I lose 2, gain 2, so I'm even.
You don't lose 2 because.
Oh wait, yeah, I don't lose 2 anymore
in
because
my
the board's
in my hand.
the board's
You gain
empty
2.
for a brief moment here. I will pass the turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, and draw. I'll put a Thriving Moor into play as my land per turn. It is going to be white because its main color is black. I'm going to tap 3 for Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, and then I'm going to tap 7
Against
for
the
Resolute
unicorn.
Archangel.
That'll
And I get
do it.
2.
That'll do it, yeah. Double unicorns.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Well, our guests really controlled this game as Bryce was mana flooded and I was mana screwed until later in the game. I love seeing old cards used in new ways though with Dan's Kokusho deck. The Resolute Archangel and Veto combo was great too, and obviously it won Beth the game. And with that, a big thank you to Dan and Beth for being on the show today. It was a pleasure having them on, and I really hope you go check out all of their content. I think you'll enjoy it. So what did you think of the game today? I'd really love to hear down in the comments below, and I at least respond once to every comment that shows up in our comment feed. So you can feel free to ask me questions too. Lastly, before you go, and since you got this far in the video, I'd love for you to consider becoming part of the Kingdom. For as little as $2 a month, you'll get access to our private Discord, looking for game channel, deck help, EDH budget league, game days, live events, extra giveaways, and overall, you know that you're helping us make these awesome videos. Check out more at patreon.com/KingdomsTV. On that note, a special thank you to our Samurai patrons, Chris Crowley, David Siraj, Dr. Birdseed, Jason Garner, John McManus, Jordan Ritchie, Morton Christensen, Revolution Gaming, and Worthy Glover. You are all the pillars of Kingdoms. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here, and keep it nerdy.